All right, let me see if I can refresh this and see if I've got a good picture showing, and we'll get started. That didn't do it. All right, where you at? Come on. All right, there we go. Let's do it one more time. All right, good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Sunday night. This is Tara with Tarabeth Stamps. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Mid-Missouri. If you're on tonight, give me a little shout out. Let me know that you're here and watching. Hey Susan, happy Sunday. Wow, this weekend went so fast. I don't know about you guys, but I can't believe that this week is Thanksgiving. Wednesday is my 50th birthday, so I'm super excited about that. It just can't believe how fast the weekend went and how fast this month has gone. So that being said, I want to let you all know that the September to December mini catalog will be expiring in December. So the last chance items go on sale tomorrow. Some of these items are going to be up to 60% off. So you definitely don't want to miss that. So yes, so last chance items. So with that being said, I decided to use one of the last chance items because I love this suite and it breaks my heart that it's not going to be returning next year. So we are going to use the Christmas Classics bundle. So this is the die set. This is your stamp set. And then we're going to go ahead and use the Joy of Noel, the sprig there, the pine bough sprig. So let's get started. We are doing a fun fold. So what I've done is, hey Mary, thanks for joining. So I'm doing a gift card fun fold. So this is a super easy card to get you started. So this is what we're doing. Let's get started. Now all of my dimensions will be on my blog tomorrow as usual, but I'll go ahead and try to let you know what this is measuring at. So this is a piece of real red cardstock measured at 4 1/4 by 9 3/4. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out our Simply Score tool and we're going to score at 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. All right. So as I said before, these items are last chance. So you want to grab them if you want them because once they are gone, they are gone. All right. We're going to bring in my bone folder and we're going to take that burnish, that score mark, and we're going to fold it in half, fold it on the score line and score it. Now I'm going to open it up and I'm going to fold it back. So you'll notice one I did one way and one I did the other. So we are creating kind of a Z, kind of a accordion. You can say mountain, valley, mountain, however you want to put it. This is what you want to do. So this is going to be our card base. So we're going to go ahead and let's see here. How do we want to do this? Let's stamp first and then we'll put together. So there's not a whole lot of stamping that we're going to be doing with this, but we've got a little bit. So we'll just start by stamping and then we'll build up. All right, so let me just pull out some things here and we'll stamp away. All right, so this is a piece of basic white that I cut with the Christmas Classic. Hey, Ange, thanks for joining. So this is this portion right here. So this has got a lot of different pieces, but you can layer them and make them beautiful. So I have my Season's Greeting from the Christmas Classic collection. Hey, Karen, thanks for joining. Ooh, and I think I did that in green. Yeah, I think I want to do it in green. So we're going to do this in Garden Green ink. All right, so I'm going to line this up on my grid paper just so that it makes it a little easier for me to stamp it. Now this stamping is kind of tight. There's a lot of white space, but there's, because of the font that they use, there's a lot of, you got to be careful or it's going to fall off there. So let's put that away. And now let's grab our pine bough from, yeah, that one's from Christmas Classics as well. I had to double check. I couldn't remember. The Christmas Classics and the Joy of Noel, both of those bundles go really, really well together, and they're both disappearing. So once again, grab it while you can. So I've got an envelope here that I'm going to ink up my pine bough, and I'm just going to do a first generation and then a second generation on that corner. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the piece of basic white. And this is going to measure 4 1/8 by 3 1/8. And we're going to do the same thing. Just kind of do that second generation. We might even do just a third, just to kind of let that build up that leaf look. Okay. Now I'm going to bring out some real red, and we'll put the sentiment that goes on the inside. And that's all the stamping we're doing today. Not a lot of stamping, lots of die cutting, lots of playing and folding. All right, so I'm going to bring that down. And Tides of Comfort and Joy. Now, yep, that's from the Christmas Classic set as well. All right, so we'll set that ink away, set these stamps away, and then what we're going to do is build our fun card. So I've got a piece of Joy of Christmas DSP and a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of real red. And I'm just going to add some seal to this. And we'll adhere it. So this is just like a panel of DSP. Because with this fun fold, it's going to be opening up from the front. Hey, girlfriend, how's it going, Dawn? All right, so the most important thing when you're building this base, and you can do this with any, obviously, any DSP and bundle and just kind of make it your own. So this is just kind of a template that you want to do. But what you want to make sure you do is when you create this Z, make sure that you open it up so that it's going to open up and not like, I don't know, maybe down. Yeah, here we go. Down. Especially if your paper is directional. Hey, Jamie Sue, how you doing? This paper, it would go either direction, so we're fine. Okay, so when I made my original, I used tear tape on the back. And I like to use tear tape, but if you use seal, you can just use 4 little stripes. And the reason I'm using a little more adhesive than normal is because that flap that's going up and down, we're going to need to make sure that it's good. So I'm going to line this up, making sure that I've got my sides equal, the top and the bottom, and I'm just going to seal that down. So there's our basic card mechanism. Okay, so we can go ahead and put our greeting. And it's going on the center panel. It's not going on this back panel. It's going on this center panel because we want the greeting or the gift card portion to be on this more sturdy portion. All right, so I have a piece of coordinating DSP. You know what? What did I do with the original? Did I do that? Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. Ooh, now I'm going to have to look around here. Here it is. Okay, good. All right, so I've got a piece of DSP that's measuring, this one is 1 3/4 by, I think, 4 1/8. So what I have is, oops, my goodness. I have my Curved Occasions punch. Hey, Amy, thanks for joining. It's okay. We've been having some fun. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this lip for the gift card. So I'm just going to put this in here to kind of create that lip. And I'm just going to put it all the way up to the edge. You don't need it up here and here. And I'm going to pull that down just a little bit. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it to see if I can get it fairly centered. We'll take that off, and there we go. So you can use a lot of different punches for this. Hey, Karen, thanks for joining. You can use several of the retired punches. You can use a circle punch and just use a small portion of it. Whatever you've got, just to make this little lip. The hexagon, that was what I was originally looking for when I saw this one. And I think it's going to be sticking around. If anybody else can remember that, let me know. But I feel like the stamp is gone, but the punch is staying. Okay, now I'm using some tear tape. And the reason that I'm using tear tape and not liquid adhesive and not seal is because I want it to seal down really good. And I'm trying to get it right on that edge. There we go. So that your gift card will go right on the inside. Okay. So I'm just going to take a pick and peel off this tear tape. Oh, thanks, Amy. So yeah, that punch is carrying over. So it's definitely not going to be on sale. I don't think this bundle is going on sale, but that kind of tells me that they don't have a whole lot of them. So this is a last chance item. You want to grab it while you can, because this is a beautiful set. There we go. All right, now I'm going to pull this down as low as I can get, just creating that nice little edge around, and I'm going to seal it there. So what this is going to do, it gives you a perfect slot for a greeting or a gift card. So see, it fits right in there. All right, now let's do the front. So I have another piece of the Joy of Christmas. And we're going to just add some seal and put it on a garden green mat. All right. Now we can go ahead and add that to the front, and we can build our front up. So working with those edges, making sure we've got a nice little edge. So here we go. All right, now I've die cut a piece of Old Olive. Another piece of that. And I'm just gonna put 3 Stampin' Dimensionals right here in the center. And I'm just doing it in this center because, oh, you want this one, Karen? All right. I can't guarantee there'll be a gift card in there. All right. I'm going to add this in here, and I just want to make sure that I'm putting it with a little bit of the edge on each side. So the reason I use the dimensionals just in the center is because I'm going to be feeding stuff under here. And sometimes if you put these dimensionals too close, then you don't have that feed mechanism. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of my die cuts. There's a piece of Mossy Meadow. And then I have some garden green here. And I'm just going to kind of build this up and see how I like it before I adhere it. Some of this distressed gold. And all of these die cuts come from the Joy of Noel or the Christmas Classic bundle. Now, dooby-dooby-doo. Well, here they are. There we go. I had some. Dawn, I'm glad you like it. I love these gift card holders, and I love to do something a little different. Okay, I'm going to pull that out, and I'm going to take some liquid adhesive and add these to the back. So I'm going to use some tweezers to make it a little easier. Give it a nice, good coating of glue here. I'm going to lift this ever so gently. Uh-oh, the baby girl is out crying. Well, I shouldn't say baby girl. That's the puppy. She's wanting in this room. She likes to sit in the floor while I'm crafting. Okay. There we go. And now I have one of the checked textured elements from the annual catalog. We're going to put that in there. I believe this was a carryover from last year that found its way into the annual catalog, and I'm really glad that it did. All right, and then we'll add this one. So I just kind of use my tweezers to kind of poke down and make sure those are making contact with the glue. And that way, oh, you know what I didn't do? Let's do that now. So I have some berries here cut out from the Christmas classics. I'm going to have to cut some of them apart because they're, how weird is it? There's 2 of them. Okay. Take those 2. Then we'll just trim that up. And I'm going to put a little dollop of glue right here. And then take my tweezers, because we definitely know these berries are not green. It's not gooseberry time. Oops. All right, what's everybody's plans for Thanksgiving look like? Has everybody got tons of... Oh, hey, Shirley, thanks for joining. Has everybody got big plans? Is anybody doing anything low-key? We were just going to have a couple of people over. It's turned out, I think we're up to 13, maybe. I think we're up to 13. Not really sure where I'm going to put 13 people in my house, but... Oh, gross, Karen. Gooseberry pie is disgusting. That was always Daddy's favorite. I guess it still is. That and butterscotch. Blech. All right. But we are doing something a little different. We're doing pulled pork this year. We're not doing ham. So we're doing we're frying a turkey and then doing pulled pork. And this is Tim's first shot at making pulled pork, so hopefully it's not a disaster. But the kids were disappointed by that, so we're definitely having all the fixins to go with the turkey. Yes, yes. His plan, Mary, is to start cooking it the night before. So, and do super slow at like 2 or 225. We have one of those pellet grills. So he's just got to make sure that he gets up and checks it a couple of times. And I read on Pinterest today to make sure that you don't lift the lid for like at least 4 hours. So he'll be getting like 4 hours sleep, but that's it. It's about time that he pulls his weight at Thanksgiving. It's usually me. All right. So now that I have my berries added on there, I'm glad I didn't miss that. I'm just going to kind of rotate around and see how I like this. When you do yours, do you do it on a grill or like in a crock pot, Mary? Because I know some people do crock pots, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me because then you're not going to get any smoke with it. Unless I guess you use liquid smoke. But that's kind of different. It's an electric smoker. Oh, you're going to do your turkey in the oven, Karen. We're going to fry ours this year. Tim's doing all the meat, so it'll be something different. Normally, I baste my turkey all night, all day long, so that's why I'm up and at it. So But this time I just get to sleep. All right. Oops. All right. We're just about done here. Putting this last little bit down here. There we go. So there's that. Now, maybe I can find that stamped sentiment. Maybe not. Doobie doobie doo. Oh, what did I do with it? All right, looks like we're gonna make another sentiment here. So, when in doubt, just be ready for the luckily we have our mini cut and emboss, and we'll just do another one, and then I'll find it tonight when I'm cleaning my desk up. So I've got a strip of basic white. We'll just give this a little crank. I really have no idea where that sentiment went. All right. Pull out that garden green one more time. Turkey on the grill, does that mean that you smoke it, or does that mean that you, like, just, I don't know, like a beer chicken? Is that a thing? That's what we call them. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to add this on with just a little bit of seal. Beer butt chicken, yes. I love those. My husband doesn't really like chicken. He really, really hates it. So it's hard to talk him into eating one of those. All right, there we go. Now we're going to finish this up by putting some gold pearls from the Festive Pearl collection. We're just going to do, can't remember what I did. Let's do a couple there. We'll do one there. Do one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we better do one more. All right, there we go. So there's our card base, or our card right here. Perfect little gift card. Now let's do the envelope and make sure it's finished. So you guys like it. I love it too. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Don't forget, like I said earlier, last chance products go on sale tomorrow. My host code is on my blog and on Facebook so that you can see that, grab that, get your free gift. All right, give that a little rub down. I'm going to cut this off, do this just a little trimming. And then before we'll go, I'm going to show you one more of these that I made really quick. So I made one using the Berry Christmas and More pack. So for somebody that's new to stamping or new to card making, you may not have a ton of supplies and you may not have the ability to get a ton of supplies, but this is a really easy one. So here's today's card, little gift card, but here's one using the Very Cute collection. And like I said, I used one of the, oh, thank you, Mary. I'm sorry. It's the 22nd that it all starts. Ooh, I need to go fix some posts. And I knew when the 21st was because the 22nd is Wednesday. It's the big day. All right. So the Berry Christmas Merry Memories and More card set. So there's another one. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you back here next Sunday. Have an amazing Thanksgiving, and thanks for joining me tonight.